Beautiful spot for intro. We are driving to Alaska for the second summer in a row. It's day 3. We're in Jasper National Park, getting in a little hike. We've already seen 6 bears and a bunch of sheep. Updated count for our drive. This is black bear number 9, including 2 cubs. Oh, Jack's gonna ruin it. We've also seen 4 caribou, dozens of sheep, and a herd of bison. Now that we are officially on the Alaska-Canada Highway here on day 4, time to start documenting the campsites. Really pretty on the water. Not so much going on this way, just, kind of a regular ass, methy looking pull out. But waterfront already, so we ain't doing too bad. It is bath day, and it's looking like it's gonna be a cold one. Huh? Jack seems okay. I stink, so I'm going in. We're at Summit Lake. Can confirm, was really cold, but I'm clean. 5 minutes down the road from the Polar Plunge, and now we're on a little canyon hike. This is where I should have taken a bath. This is beautiful. Pretty cool. Like, come on, that can't even be real. That is literally the make-believe place I was dreaming of when Trent and I ran out of water on our through hike. We are on the way back from the hike, and I cannot resist the urge to jump in, even though I just swam right before this. So I am butt naked on the side of the trail, hoping no one comes by. Oh my god. Woo. Oh, this might be my next new puzzle. Oh. That was no doubt the fountain of youth. And now I'm having a tuna taco. I've really got a knack for seeing a random road and just knowing it goes somewhere great. This river's all dry, so that would be better if it was flowing, but beautiful mountains. We are so secluded, so far from the road. All to ourselves. Well done to me. You are welcome, children. I'm not gonna polar plunge in that one. Glad I'm already clean. 2 days in a row of little roadside canyon hikes. We were out here looking for stone sheep. Not seeing any, but Jack is pretty happy that we're taking our time and doing more on our way to Alaska instead of drive. All within 2 hours of waking up this morning. We have this short hike, and then there's a viewing area for animals on the side of the road. It's like a mineral salt lick area that I missed last year. Don't know how I did that. It's gonna be cool. And then some hot springs. So another fun-filled morning. One last thing I forgot. So before I forget again, happy birthday, Mom. Thanks for being one of 5 viewers of this video. Also good for the timeline. Today is May 21st. And there's the Kimbo. Five-minute boardwalk to the hot springs. Sick as fuck. Here at another beautiful spot, and a pretty good story behind it. Looking for a spot for the night, saw a promising dirt road on the map, went down it, one of the first spots. Beautiful overlooking the lake, way up high, not on the water, but absolutely gorgeous. But there was a spot where the road crossed the water just 5 minutes up, so I took my chances, went to check it out. It was just like a crowded kind of day use area, and there was a van turning around, and I knew they had the same idea as me. They were going back to the spot. They probably found it first, so they deserve it, and they're from Idaho. But I didn't want to give up on having a good spot, so I drove quite a ways down this dirt road and scored this spot, which is better, is more open, bigger room for the animals to romp. And not only do we still have a view, it actually does have a really easy sandy trail down to the river. So we've already been down there, gonna swim in the morning. Yeah, it's been great. Check, check, security check. We have made it. Took our time this year, 8 days versus I think 9 last year. And I will give you a updated wildlife count here in a minute. A little wait time here at the border, so here's the animal count. Dozens of sheep, bighorn and Dall sheep, about 100 bison, 13 adult black bears, 7 cubs, 6 caribou, 1 grizzly with a cub, and 1 moose. And these little wild animals. Also kept track of gas, but not even sure I want to know the answer there. We have made it to the motherland. And this is the very first camp spot I stayed at when I got to Alaska last year. And then it was also the last spot I stayed at before I left. So, doing things a little traditional around here. Oh, there's a happy kitty. Nope, because Jack scared her. Because he's a bully. On my way far, far from the PT. A little bit of Memorial Weekend snow. Even had to run the heat for just like 20 minutes to take off the chill, but first time in months. That's happened. And also, it is only 5:30 a.m. I just got up thinking it was like, morning, because it's bright as shit, but nope. All right, about a 40-minute drive down from camp, and we're at a hike that we thought we'd done before. But upon comparing maps with the older couple, I was definitely following a game trail, not the real trail. I scrambled somewhere over there. Really hard to tell. Looks a lot different with the snow. A little more snow than expecting. Kind of cold on the feet. Most of it is solid, and you just walk over it, but fell through in a creek. And now it is snowing out. So the toes are a little cold. This is pretty much the end of the trail. This is as far as we're going. It ends just like right there. It doesn't go up and over anyways. It's supposed to be some Dall sheep, like on all these canyon hikes. Never actually see shit. This is the 3rd little canyon hike in a row, so excited to change it up after this. Headed to McCarthy next to hike the Root Glacier, which was my favorite part of last year. And going back to get deeper on it. Got micro spikes now. Prepared and ready. What do we have here? Well, will you look at that. We scored our favorite spots at our first 2 stops. Really lucky. Also got to see a mama and baby moose this morning. Took some good photos of them, beach moose. And yeah, didn't think everything was gonna go quite this well, even though it always does somehow. This is the reason I wanted to come back to Alaska as a whole, and especially to Kennecott. Isn't this awesome? Didn't get to do it last year because I didn't have my micro spikes, but look how well they fit on the line booties. So fucking cool. This is actual snow right here. It's falling. Come swim. Swim. Go in there. I don't have anything to throw. Does it look like there's rocks on this ground? Waterfall City over here, but I think we're kind of trapped. This place is kind of like a maze. Haven't seen another person in a while either. Very sus. Where are we now? We are on the beach in Homer. Been a few days since McCarthy. We slowly made our way here. We got time to kill because it turns out the snowpack is still pretty healthy and all the hikes I want to do are still snowed in, but not here. So we're gonna do a little water taxi hiking. Look at that little tail. And yeah, my parents get here soon, so just kind of moseying about. After they leave, there should be bigger adventures ahead. Alright, I wanted to do this hike to see this hand tram. This was the only way they used to have to cross the rivers back in the day, like that footbridge in McCarthy that used to not be there. It's really hard to operate with one person and actually kind of looks scary, but I think I'm going to go just a little bit out there. Not too far, Jack will freak out, but I want to see how it works. Jack doesn't like this, but let's see. Works like this. Don't worry, Jack, I'm just testing it. Yeah, pretty cool. I don't think we'd even be able to do this with you. Jack, don't do that. Go load up, would you do it? Sit. He says he would. He says he'd go. All right, stay, I want to take your photo. We walked way too fast. Now it's just mad chillin' waiting on our water taxi. Jack, stop. A quick little update from our next stop. We were supposed to stay in Homer for 2 nights, but when we got back to the campground, it was really busy and it's already kind of close to the road, so I get nervous for Targi. Just had a bad feeling, thought we should move on and not stay there. So we came back. This lake we're familiar with, a little stop an hour outside of Homer. We stayed here on the way in this time. Not sure if I recorded anything or not, but last time as well too. But we usually stay down the road a ways, a little quiet nook that isn't around people, because the lake's usually pretty busy. But this time we scored our own little lake spot, so gonna stay here for at least a day, a little layover day, do some swimming. Yeah, super good score. This is our spot. See it. Yep. Looking good. And also, driving late really had its perks because we saw 5 moose in an hour. Some of the biggest ones we've seen yet. Good day. 8-mile hike, romping around. Couldn't ask for much more. Beautiful morning from our campground. A mom and her baby moose walked by camp last night at 1 a.m. That was awesome. Jack's tied up because people were skipping rocks down the lake, so he went and just joined a different party. He loves the rock game. I'm about to go polar plunge. I've only showered twice since I left over 2 weeks ago, so this is gonna feel good. And we are mad chilling all day long. All my life, actually. Mad chill life. Today has been the warmest day so far, I'm pretty sure. It is 7 p.m. on June 3rd, and I've decided to move to the beach for the evening. All right, a little real life from the road. We hit a pothole just right. This has never happened, but the sink came off the rail. Of course, it was completely full, and it's like the end of my water. So this was all soaked. But we're gonna go dry it off at the laundromat. Stopped at the beach because I was gonna jump in to feel refreshed, but guess I'll shower while all my shit dries. At the laundromat, yeah, still gonna go take Jack to the beach. This is our second mishap. I probably should have videoed the first one, but I was too embarrassed. Got the truck stuck pretty deep in some mud the other day. I don't know if I've mentioned that. It was up to the tailgate past here. We were like an island in a mud puddle. That was a whole nother laundromat situation. Hot construction guy had to come give us a tow. Real tow truck couldn't even get to us. Yeah, so, you know, this is sometimes how it goes out here. Still living the dream. Beautiful, sneaky side of the highway spot that we found on our travels last year. So many lakes, he can't even choose which one to swim in. Might just be joining him here in a sec. It is hot out. There's a little Targy kitty. Snow's already melted quite a bit from when we drove through here just like 5 days ago. Got our stuff drying out from the little water mishap. Only now the fridge isn't even coming on at all, not that it was working great to begin with. Just another thing after another thing, but who the fuck cares when you've got all this? After 8 whole months of fucking polar plunging, it is finally warm enough to swim. Well, by our standards. Dude, if you would let me swim, what is wrong with you? He forgot how to swim. Dude, let me by. Go, let's go to the island. Sometimes stupid shit like spilling the whole sink is a good thing. Because before I brought these out to dry them, I never even thought about what a good yard chair the boat seat is. So, pretty stupid I didn't think about that, but life-changing nonetheless. Now that is a spot to sit back and relax. It's a perfect day. I slept with the door open so Targi didn't wake me up all night. There she is now, right on cue. I didn't need to let her in and out of the window like I usually do, and she didn't bring in any carcasses. Waking up to a rabbit that one time was pretty wild. This is how she usually wakes me up in and out this window. What do we got out here this morning? There's the line me and Emily skied. That is a beautiful view. I see Mama Duck. Gonna spend my day naked and frolicking in that lake. That's the deepest, nicest one. These don't even show up on a map. They show up as a creek. This is like my little hidden paradise. Hence why I can be naked. Yep. Solid, solid. Oh, and the fridge came on when it got cold in the night. Pumping Freon like mad, so it's not broken. It just sucks, which is good news. Good news all around. And my parents and Brian get here in a couple days. We are at the public use river area near Palmer. It is crowded. It's Saturday. It is really windy. I think the wind actually scared Targi because I opened the door to the chuck it. She jumped in there. Yep, she's in there hiding, not having it. But yeah, hanging out here, and the parents will be here tomorrow. The wind is actually pretty brutal out here. When it picks up, the gravel like pelts you anywhere bare skin. Hurts like a bitch. But it kind of made people clear out. So we moved, scored a spot by a little bit of shrubbery so Targi can go outside, which is the most important thing. She's in there now. We were right there by that one little bush before. Not enough space. We need our own trees. There's little Targs. Is this better, Targi? Oh yeah, look at Targi's fucking trash jungle. Jack loves it over here because there's more trash. He is a trash jungle. Not so bad.